Picture this. You go through your 4 years of college, taking a set path that someone already set forth for you. You study, you do your classwork, you do everything you can, and you get your diploma, you succeed, you do fine. However, you have this lingering feeling in your head. You know college is supposed to be your time to shine. You're supposed to grow so much as a person. If you took this simple path, did you really get that opportunity? Did you really get the chance to invest in yourself and figure out who you are? Did you really get the chance to figure out what other hobbies you may have outside the classroom? Did you really get the chance to explore outside experiences that may have suited you so much more? That is why a simple life or a simple path set in front of you may not be helpful for you at all times. We humans, we like to chase comfort. We like to have something that's already set forth for us, and it's easy to see why. If something's already set forth for us, or if something is much easier for us, of course we won't have to go through the pain and the struggle to get that. But in a way, we're also depriving ourselves of a lot by choosing to forego this path. Instead of walking towards our problems and trying to solve them firsthand, we choose to take a different path that's much simpler that will let us walk around the problem instead. This may be helpful for us in the short term, but the problem never really goes away. I'm saying this from first-hand experience. When I was an undergrad, I remember I always wanted to learn Bhangra. Bhangra is a South Asian dance style that comes from Punjab, which is where my family is from, in India. There was a chance I had to join this undergraduate competitive team that specialized in Bhangra. I had the chance to start learning this dance style from when I was a freshman in college. However, I became too preoccupied with my own schedule. I started thinking to myself, I was like, dang, I won't have time for this. I already decided to take this simple path before even considering going for the team, before even considering trying to balance that. So what happened? To this day, I don't feel nearly as proficient in that style as I want to be. I missed out on the chance to have so many more memories by joining this team, by taking other opportunities to learn this dance style. It's something that has been a hobby of mine for years, many years. I still want to learn it, and thankfully I've had support from other groups that have been able to help me learn this dance style however I can. However, the extra time I would have gotten from training with Bhangra teams during my undergraduate time would have helped me out so much more. If I had chosen to not take the simple path, if I had chosen to face some hardships with the classes along with balancing everything else, I would have been much better off, I think. Sure, I may have gotten less sleep, but in the end of the day, I think I'd be happier. I would have still found a way to make it work if I was truly dedicated enough to learning this, which internally, I believe I was. So, is simplicity really what you want to always aim for? Simplicity may make you feel good in the short term. It may make you think, wow, this is really easy. I'll just do this. But again, by you foregoing that pain, by you foregoing the extra struggle, by you choosing to bypass it instead, you're depriving yourself of so much growth. You don't see what's on the other side of it until you go through that experience. And hey, you can choose to live a simple life if you want. That's fine. Do whatever you want. But you're gonna have these feelings later of regret, of shame, of just longing when you see people living your dreams that you once wanted to. You're gonna have these recurring thoughts of, wow, that could be me. I could be doing this. These are the prices you have to pay for taking the path of simplicity instead. As a future doctor too, I believe it is very important to get used to foregoing simplicity, foregoing the comfortable path. Because the reality is, our career, especially in healthcare, is filled with many discomforts, many stresses, many hardships that we're going to have to confront head on. Do you think it's really possible to always take the simple path? If our brains have these like neural pathways, if we're so conditioned to just taking the simple path from undergrad, how are we supposed to learn to overcome these? By always taking the simple path, by choosing to not go through that pain, by choosing to just walk around it instead. How are we supposed to do that? And when we inevitably face hardship, we won't know how to reply to it. We won't know what to do. That's why choosing a harder path may give you more pain right now, but you will feel so much better in the long run. Take it from me firsthand, who still has regret for not investing as much time as I wanted to into a true passion of mine from undergrad. Do not take the simple path. Forgo the simple path. Take the harder path now. Do what you have to do to make sure you can balance it all. This is not going to be easy, I know this. But if you get through it, which I know many of you can, you'll feel so much better. You will thank me later for this advice. You will feel like $1,000,000. You will feel on top of the world by choosing to let go of the comfortable path. There are many sacrifices that come with choosing to become a doctor. Are you ready to make those sacrifices? This, in one way, is a true test of that. Your mindset is being tested by you choosing to either take the simple path or the harder path now. It's up to you to decide. This is why a good mindset is one of the best kinds of medicine there is.